And as we come into our practice, let's really relax the front side of our body so we can take nice, easy breaths. Begin to relax the shoulders down, releasing any tension in the outer hips. Before class, I usually like to take as long as 20 minutes and as short as 5 minutes just to sit quietly before I meet with all of you, just to sort of come into a nice centered space. And it's a nice habit for you all too if you have the time. And let's begin. Inhale, hands to heart center, sharing the pranava one time. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sharing the Gayatri mantra one time. Take a breath in. Om Bhava Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, release the hands, open the eyes, and let's just stay right here and do a little warm up here, starting with a spinal twist. Left hand goes to the right knee. Inhale the right arm up. Drop the shoulder, extend the hand up, square off to the front. Feel both seat bones equally right now. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, find the twist. Hold here, bring that left shoulder in line with the right. And exhale, release the right hand behind you. Resist the temptation to use your hands to find a deeper twist. In fact, just lift both hands up. Just float them above the mat and the knee. Lengthen the back, keep sitting tall. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, bring both hands gently down to the knee and the mat. Hand behind you, inhale, lift it up behind you. Exhale, come back to center and release. Opposite side, right hand to the left knee. Inhale the left arm up, bring the shoulder down, extend through the fingertips. Head is in neutral so that you have a nice alignment in the spine. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find your twist. Grow tall once more. Exhale, release the left hand down. Right shoulder comes in line with the left. Gently bring both hands up, floating above the knee and the mat. Soft breaths. The more you relax here, actually, the deeper you can make that turn. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, gently bring the hands back down. Then inhale the left arm up behind you. Exhale, release, and come back to center. Both hands are on our knees. As I inhale, I lift the chin up and I shine the heart. As I exhale, I bring the body concave, sit back, straighten the elbows, tuck the chin. All right? So start in neutral position. Let's begin. Inhale, look up. And exhale, become concave and round off. Inhale, scoop up. And exhale. Let's continue. Inhale, we're lengthening, bringing the chin up, shoulders down. Exhale, rounding off. 2 more times. Inhale, up. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Let's all meet in neutral. Garuda Asana, arms. Both arms are extended to the sides. Bring the palms up. Inhale, both arms up. As I exhale, I bring the arms back down on the line, and then I cross the right arm underneath the left in front of my body. Elbows are right in front of my chest. Lift the palms up, back of the hand to back of the hand. Cross the wrists, palm to palm. Bring the shoulders down. Elbows come down in the middle of the body. Lengthen the spine. Now watch your head. Sometimes there's a tendency to bring the head forward because we're trying to compensate for whatever's happening in the shoulders. So align the head. Soft breath here. Hold. 8, 7. Relax the hips. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. As a bonus, keep your hands where they are. Forward fold. Take a breath in. Exhale. Just do a little forward fold. You can tuck the chin if you'd like, or keep it in neutral. Hold here. Keep your elbows tucked into the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, keep the elbows tucked in as you just roll up to your seated position. Releasing this pose, release the elbows, bring palm to palm, elbow to elbow in front of your body. Inhale, both arms up, extend up, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, release the palms down to the sides of the mat. Opposite side, open up the palms, inhale, arms up, extend up. As you exhale, you release the hands down to the side. Left arm crosses underneath the right, elbow to elbow in front of your chest. Bend the elbows, back of the hand to back of the hand. Now cross the wrists, palm to palm. Bring the elbows down. Lengthen through the spine, even as you're dropping the hips down, releasing through the knees. In the beginning, you might want to push your shoulders down, push your elbows down. That's okay. But then release that pressure and just let gravity help you find that release. And as you breathe deep and slow, if you have any tight muscles in the back, they're going to release too. Let's hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Keep your elbows tucked into the body. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck the chin. And let's hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back, keep the elbows tucked in. Inhale, come up. And we all meet here, releasing the pose, release the elbows and wrists, and now we're palm to palm, elbow to elbow in front of the body. Inhale the arms up, extend up high, hold here, drop the shoulders. Side bend to the right, keep the left hand where it is, simply bring the right palm down to the mat. Square off, shoulders are squared to each other. Side bend to the right, take a breath in and exhale, find it. Now, your body stays squared forward, that doesn't change. I'm anchoring through the left buttocks. You can always put a block underneath your right elbow and really feel the stretch through the side of the body. It's not so much that we're crunching to the right as much as we're feeling the stretch to the left side of the body. Stretching through the fingertips even as we're easing that shoulder blade down towards the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, big breaths, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's come back up. And now inhale again, bringing the right arm up. Exhale, bringing the left arm down. Square off. Make sure you're sitting straight on your seat bones. Take a breath in, and let's exhale to the left. Same thing here. You may have to twist your body a little bit if it tends to go forward as you find the side bend. Anchor through that right hip. Really feel a wonderful stretch all through the hip flexors on the side of the body, over the rib cage, underneath the armpit, to the tips of your fingers. Your arm is going to be nicely extended. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, inhale, push back up. Right arm is extended up. Open up the palm of the left hand, inhale it up. And exhale, release both hands down. Let's extend the legs, coming into Dandasana. Go ahead, have your cushion or your block next to you. Sitting up nice and straight in Dandasana, and if you can, without your hands, perhaps just letting them rest lightly on your thighs. Close your eyes, hold here. Relax the shoulders. Now, as we go into a series of different forward folds, I want to ask you to be really careful about the stress you put over your spine. Some of us feel it more in the lower spine, others in the middle or upper spine, but there is a lot of pull and tension when you do a forward fold if you do not yet have that lengthening and flexibility. So it's super, super important that you put a little blanket underneath your butt by your seat bones to lift the pelvis into the correct position so you can hinge from the hips, right? Go ahead and open your eyes. Look at me. So when I hinge from the hips, see how my back is still staying straight? It's straight, but there's a little bit of the natural curve here in the lower back. Because of my age, I tend to round the shoulders, so I try and keep my shoulders back. But this is all pretty much natural, and I'm not putting a lot of tension on my back. However, if I start to round and pull myself forward, there will be tension in between each of those vertebrae discs, and that is harmful. So, to avoid that, you lift your hips up just a little bit, or a lot, depending on where you are, to tilt the hips already forward so you can do a forward bend without hurting your back. All right. Coming into Janusirasana, this is going to be one of those long holds, probably 4 minutes. So I like to use a block or a cushion to hold myself as I go down halfway, then 3/4, then all the way. So getting set up. Left leg is extended, right knee, inhale it up. Exhale, open up into Janusirasana. Remember, you can always put a block underneath this right knee. You can put a block or a cushion underneath your left knee if you tend to hyperextend it right now. So there's a lot of different ways you can adjust. Ready? Sitting up nice and straight, hands on either side of the left knee. We're only going down halfway. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge from the hips, come down halfway. We're going to hold this for 1 minute. This is a wonderful opportunity to focus on the breath, concentrate on just feeling the pose, calming the thoughts. The less you fidget, the less tension gets introduced into the pose. Exhale. Exhale, let's come down 3/4 of the way. If you find that you're starting to round the back rather than hinge from the hips, come up a little bit. Let the body relax and then come down and deepen when you can. And let's just stay right here for another minute, allowing the body to overcome that stretch reflex. And now let's exhale and come down to the full expression today. Coming out to the 50% position as you inhale, slowly come up halfway, and let's hold here. Perhaps here you can bring a little awareness to the shoulders and keep them away from your ears. That also helps to lengthen the back, so you're not rounding the shoulders so much. And coming completely out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back. Very slowly inhale, rise up, and we're sitting back. Let's change legs. Right leg's extended, bend the left knee, bring it into position. Block is in position. Both hands on either side of the right knee. Roll the shoulders back. Really think about hinging from the hips. Take a breath in, and exhale. Let's come down halfway and hold. This is a good time to practice the Nada pranayama with even breath. So we don't hold our breath, but we do start focusing on the beautiful noise or sound that we have as we hold this position. So choose an outer sound or an inner sound. Breathe normally and hold the pose. Keeping the breath nice and even, focusing on that refined sound that you hear through the right eardrum. Exhale, come down 3/4 of the way. Keep extending the torso over the right leg. Gently exhale, and let's come into our deepest expression today. Gently inhale, come up halfway. And gently coming out, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, sit up straight. Let's extend both legs in front. Go ahead, shake it out a little bit. And let's lay back on our back, knees to chest, roll from side to side. Watch the placement of your chin. So when we hold these poses a little longer, like we did today, it's really nice for releasing any of the waste products that build up in our muscles. If we're used to doing biking, hiking, running, lifting weights, things like that, sometimes we don't always get rid of some of the waste products that build up in that aerobic exercise in the muscles. And so by holding a nice long stretch, you allow time for those, they're not toxins, they're just waste products from cells, cell metabolism, to get released back into either the lymphatic or blood system and then excreted out. All right, let's meet here in the middle. A beautiful, nice sit-up, ending up in Dandasana. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit up, extend arms, Dandasana, exhale, release. Coming into a wide straddle seated pose. Again, it's the same thing here. Whether we are doing a forward motion or to the side, we want to have our hips lifted just a little bit so that we can hinge out of the hip rather than simply bend our spine. Coming into a revolved or a little half twist first, towards the left, find your left hand. Cross it over towards your right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. You're nice and squared off towards the center. As you exhale towards the left leg, you're going to look under your right armpit. Go ahead. Anchor through that right seat bone. You don't want it to come off the floor. You want to feel a nice stretch to the side. So it's not so much that you're feeling a lengthening in the left leg, as much as you're feeling a beautiful balanced stretch through the torso. Let's hold here. It's a very deep stretch across the length of your ribs, through the armpit, through the tip of the fingers. Keep shining the heart so the spine doesn't collapse. Lengthen. Remember how we lengthen the torso over our leg in a triangle? It's the same thing. I'm not collapsing, but I'm lengthening the spine over the left leg so I can get an even deeper lengthening through the right side. If you find that you are leaning backwards, that starts to collapse the lumbar vertebrae. Lean forward a little bit. Now you can feel your seat bones even more. And continue the stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Opposite side. Right hand comes to the left thigh. Inhale the left arm up. Square off. Sit a little forward. Exhale to the right. Keep looking underneath your armpit. If you start to roll forward, you can always put your elbow right into the inner thigh. Twist open again, and then continue down. But you don't want to rely on the tension of this right elbow, okay? You want to find the twist naturally. Really stretch through the fingertips, anchoring through that left seat bone, left thigh. If your neck gets tired looking up, you can look down. Just don't change the angle of your shoulders. Lean forward a little bit. Let's stay here for 4. 3. 2, and 1. Coming out, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Let's repeat again, opposite side. Left hand comes to the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Stretch up. Sit on the seat bones. As you exhale, side bend to the left. Turn the spine. So you get a nice lengthening over that left leg. Anchor through this right leg. Lengthen the spine. Right through the crown of the head. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's gently come back up. Exhale, release. Right hand to left thigh. Inhale, left arm up. Square off, sit up straight. Take a breath in. And exhale, side bend to the right. Anchor through the left leg. Soft, deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5. If you bring a little more attention to the left leg and the left hip, you can even pull down so that you're pulling down into the left hip and extending out through the fingertips. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's rise up. Exhale, release. Bring your block towards the left leg for a nice forward bend. Just like we did in Janusirsasana, 1 minute halfway down, 2 minutes 3/4 down, and 1 minute in full. So turn the torso towards the left. One hand on either side of your knee. Sit up straight. Anchor that right leg down. Take a breath in and exhale. Let's come down halfway, hinging from the hip. Again, if it helps you with your focus, find that sound through the right ear and stay there as you breathe and hold for 1 minute. Relax the thighs. They do nothing. Exhale again. Let's come down 3/4 of the way. Exhale, come down to the deepest expression today. Resist the temptation to let that right leg turn inward. Keep the right knee and right foot pointing up towards the sky. Inhale, let's come up halfway. Do your best to stay here in your practice and concentrate on what you're doing rather than daydreaming. And to come out, lift the head, lengthen the spine, slowly come back up. Opposite side. Turning the torso to the right, grounding through the left hip, left thigh, hands on either side of the knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips, extending the torso forward 50%. Let's hold here. Exhale again. Let's come down 50% of the way. You know the process is working when you're so relaxed you could just fall asleep like this. Trust the process. It'll work over time. Slow, deep breaths, relaxing the mind and thoughts, relaxing the breath will bring relaxation and release of tensions throughout the hamstrings and the total body. And lastly, exhale is coming to the full expression. Gently inhale, come up 50% of the way. And coming out of the pose all the way, lift the head, lengthen the back, and just sit up straight. Face forward, shake it out a little bit. Sometimes my ankles get stiff actually, so I just do a little ankle action. All right, let's put the block in front. This is really important here too, that in our effort to go forward, we don't simply crunch down and round the back and bring the head towards the mat. We want to keep the chest open for as long as we can as we go down. Alrighty? So, put your block or cushion in the middle, sit up straight, hands can support you on the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, come down halfway. Be very careful that your knees and your toes are pointing up, that the feet don't come in. Exhale again, extend down, a little further. Don't compromise hinging from the hips. Even if you only go down a couple centimeters more, that's great. Exhale again, let's come down as far as we can today. Slowly, gently inhale, come up. Halfway point. And coming out all the way, lift the head, lengthen the back, and let's come all the way up. Let's just sit here for a little bit, let the body adjust again. All right, bring your legs together, shake it out. Really, really good. This was a really focused practice today. We're running a little late, so let's come onto our back, knees to chest, roll from side to side for a little bit just to get the kinks out, and then come into Savasana. You'll know when you're ready to come into Savasana. Sometimes after doing a lot of forward folds, if I don't have time to do any kind of a back bend, I do like to put a cushion or a block underneath my thighs in my Savasana. That just eases the tension on my lower back. So you can see what works for you. Yeah, that feels better. And let's just enjoy the Savasana. So we only have time for a short savasana today, but if you can stay a little bit longer, go ahead and enjoy. If you're ready to come out, let's do our best to maintain that soft quality of breath and mind as we bring movement back to toes and ankles, fingers and wrists. Elbows and knees. Hips and shoulders. So it was an interesting practice today. So it was intense, but very focused, with very little movement, and it still promotes a wonderful feeling of relaxation and calmness to live the rest of your day, just as much as when we have a practice with a lot of movement and breath work. All right, exhale, and let's roll over to one of our sides. And as you exhale again, sit up straight, coming into a nice comfortable position. Taking the time to line the back with the head and neck. Find your calm breath first. And then inhale, hands to heart center. Sharing the pranava together. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, bowing down to the teacher within. And inhale, gently come up. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I really enjoyed the practice. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, Devinder.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. I couldn't hear you the other day. I missed what you were saying.
Oh, I said thanks, and good thing you took the yoga teacher class. I'm assuming you did, right?
I did a couple years of Hot 26 Bikram style up in Oregon. I did a teacher training up there with Natalie Sporsky. She's awesome.